All right, welcome to the Metal Hammer video podcast with me and him. This week we're going to be doing something a little bit special. We're going to be talking about Metallica and Iron Maiden. Who's better? I'm going to be representing the band Metallica, and
I will be representing Iron Maiden because they're the superior band, obviously. So
they're not, though,
I picked a bit of a what?
They're not, though, are they?
But
Metallica are better.
Band, more virtuous.
Well, they're not actually.
Well, we'll leave it to
it's pretty obvious.
Don't make an argument out of it.
Well, I'm going to make an argument.
Well, good. Don't get stupid, okay?
Well, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'll touch you. I want, mate. If you're going to say Metallica are better than Maiden,
you poke me again, I'm going to fucking creep and death all over
oh,
your hands.
Oh, you're a prick, me! He always gets like this.
Hello! Welcome to the Metal Hammer podcast.
Where were you when the Hill and Mo era started?
This is like a really big moment for me, and you're like, you're fucking,
Sorry, mate,
you'll ruin it. I was going to give you some big intro, but never.
Sorry.
There's Merlin as well.
Go again. 1 to the 3 to the 4 to the Fizzo. It's Merlin and that's Steve Hizzo. It's the Metal Hammer podcast. Number 187. And I promise I wasn't practicing that for 10 minutes before I came in. That was off the cuff.
I went back home the other day and I made lyrics to Curl of the Merle. Like, I did the whole song about you.
Really?
Yeah, it's about, but I've forgotten it now. But I did it on the way back. Yeah. But I'll do it, maybe next week I'll do it. It's not as good. So
I made a full Mastodon name for myself that was Curl of the Merlin Alder Heavy Lifting.
Ah,
so,
good. Yeah.
There you go.
And did you have a glass of Merlot? Is that your favourite wine?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I listened to Liberian Merle by Michael Jackson. It was really good. Just rhyme anything with girls, so that could go on for ages.
A Merle necklace.
Welcome to the Metal Hammer podcast. My name is Merlin Alderslade. This man, this myth, this legend. Bit of a Wally. Stephen Hill, sat off Sydney.
How you doing? All right?
I'm not bad. How you been, sir?
Good.
Good
In the face, yeah.
Good in the face.
Yeah.
It's beautiful weather. The sun's out. It's lovely and gorgeous everywhere.
Yeah.
Feeling good about yourself?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm all right, cheers.
You enjoyed Hammerfest?
Yeah, I'm a bit knackered, to be honest, because we come straight from last week. I obviously did Hammerfest, which was amazing. Everyone was there knows that it was awesome. Skindred were just fucking unreal. Like, I can't think of another band, maybe apart from Kvelertak, but that's a completely different whole thing. But every time I go and see them, they just get better and better and better. And like before this Hammerfest this time round, I was kind of like, I'm fucking bang up for seeing Skindred, but I have seen them so many times now, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I literally kind of said to people, I was like, I just don't see what else they can do. Like, they've been doing the whole thing where they drop funny songs into it and funny samples and stuff for a couple of years now. They do kind of covers. They do like the Newport helicopter and all that kind of stuff where they get everyone to wave their clothes around in the air and go mental. And they fucking killed it. It was just from the very start. Benji just looked amazing. He was wearing a fucking white suit with a white top hat. He just looked so fucking cool. Yeah. I think he had light up shades, or at least studded shades. He just looked so fucking cool. They dropped, they went straight from, I can't remember what song it was, but they went straight without missing a beat from a Skindred song into Sad But True.
Yeah, literally they do that in Bruises.
Yeah, it's Bruises. Yeah, that was it. And that was just amazing because I've seen them do it into Back in Black before, but I don't think I've actually seen them do it into Metallica song.
They've been doing it a little while, actually.
Have they? Maybe they did it at Download. I only saw half their set at Download.
They did it at the Forum last year as well.
Oh, see, I didn't see them there, and I only saw about a third of their Download set because I watched Ghosts. So they dropped that in, but they dropped in a Prodigy song, which was fucking awesome, and it was just amazing. Anthrax were brilliant as well. Eval were awesome, repping for British metal. I have to give a shout out to our Drip Back boys because they were fucking brilliant on the third stage, like destroyed everyone's hangovers. And that was really good. And obviously I went to see Korn just before that as well. Yeah. Went over to Germany and did all that.
How was that?
It was amazing. Dirty Youth were fucking great. Got to hang out with those guys for the first time properly, and they're a great band. They're playing in London on April 20th, but I can't remember if it's April or March 20th. But they're playing the Borderline in London either this month or next month. I can't remember, so go look it up. It'll be a wicked gig either way. Wait, it can't be this month because that's already happened.
Well, the 20th was yesterday, yeah.
20th of April. So it's the 20th of April. You can see I don't know where the fuck I am.
No,
the moral of the story is I'm really tired.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Not the week to be getting tired, Merle.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. We were just talking just before we went live that we might go and see Heights tomorrow.
Yeah, this all depends on
Thursday.
Well, actually, I'm not going to go into details, but this all depends on whether or not I'll be in London. I really want to go to Hammerfest, but I got offered a gig. I got offered a really good gig
Did it go
a couple of days before. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, money in it.
Money, exactly. Yeah, but Heights are playing. By the time this will go out, it will have been done. But they are playing
Dead Ends
in full. So I'm going to try and make it down to that because I can't remember who the fuck. I want to say Polar, but it might not be Polar.
Yeah,
I think Heart of a Coward are playing as well.
Are playing, yeah.
So it just looks like an amazing lineup. And I've heard that it's a strip bar out back as well or something.
Well, I'm not interested in that sort of thing. But
you lying motherfucker.
Not interested.
So that's really good. And then also Korn on Sunday. You're probably not as interested in that, I imagine.
Oh, I am. Do you know, I was just thinking, is that on Brixton?
Brixton Academy.
Oh, yeah, I would be well up for that.
Yeah, because I saw them in Germany and it was the best I've ever seen them without a shadow of a doubt. And I've seen them at their own gigs. I've seen them at Brixton Academy like at least 2 or 3 times.
I haven't seen Korn. The last time I saw Korn in an actual Korn concert was probably... I saw them at Wembley on the Issues tour.
Oh, really?
And they were awful. They were absolutely dreadful.
Well, I can admit, as a Korn fan, they're a band that I've started to get more and more aggressive. They're slowly creeping into that bracket of bands like kind of modern Iron Maiden and who's the other bands I always get fucking pissy about with people? I can't remember. But there's
Slipknot?
Yeah, Slipknot as well. They're creeping into that category of bands where I'm getting more and more fed up and like... baiting with people who slag them off because I saw that show and they started with 4 Rare Cuts. I think they played I know they've been playing Helmet in a Bush, but I can't remember if they actually played it that night. They played like
so they played Bull Tongue.
No. I can't remember what the fuck they played now. That's annoying. But they played 4 tracks off the first 2 albums to start with, and the crowd was going crazy for that. That was great. And then they did 6 tracks in a row off the new Dubsteppy album.
Yeah.
And it sounded so fucking heavy. It was amazing. Like Get Up and Narcissistic Cannibal were just ridiculous. They had this huge light show. Everyone was going crazy for it. It was great. And then from the end of that, they just did like the last kind of must have been at least an hour just worth of hit after hit after hit. They did like Here to Stay, Got the Life, Falling Away from Me, obviously Blind, Freak on a Leash.
They did Faggot.
On. No, they didn't do Faggot.
Oh man,
but they did their cover, which I never thought they'd actually play, of Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd.
I've seen them play. They played that at Download. They ended with that in Download 2009. That was the first time I'd seen Korn since I saw them at Wembley.
Download 2009.
Yeah, they ended with Another Brick on the Wall, and I thought,
was that when they
really bad,
fucking
really bad?
Oh, it was awesome at the gig I saw the other day. I think the cover is pretty naff. I love the Word Up cover they did, which is the same album. I think the Pink Floyd cover's a bit dodgy, but live it was actually really cool because it was just like, fuck it, yeah. They got so much like swagger at the moment. I think that's what it is.
Well, hopefully it's different. I mean, they seem to be. I saw sort of half of them at Download last year, and I thought they were sort of, some of it was quite good, and then some of it would be really not very good at all, and it was just a bit hit and miss. 2009, I thought they were bad. When I saw them in the Issues tour, it was really heartbreaking because they'd been the band that I'd really like gone, they're my band when I was just like 16-year-old kid. They were like, they are the band I like, they're my favourite band, the band that I love, the band that got me into all these different sorts of bands.
Sure.
And seeing them twice in 6 months at Brixton Academy on the Life is Peachy tour, both times they kicked the fucking, like, they were amazing, absolutely unbelievable.
I'm so gutted. I wasn't really old enough to go then. I don't know what it was. Not. I'm just saying 10 or something. But yeah, I would have loved to. But I mean, Jonathan Davis, and I'm sure. I was about to say, I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying this because he's probably watching, you know.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight. Like he wasn't looking like fat.
He was looking fat.
Well, he was looking well overweight compared to what he was.
He was looking fat.
Yeah.
He was a fat man.
But now he looks like he's done that thing that a lot of people do, like Ricky Gervais has when they lose weight.
And
he's grown like a shadow.
Yeah.
A 5 o'clock shadow. So now he's suddenly looking a bit sexy and a bit cool again. I can't remember what's called, Jonathan Davis sexy. But he just looks like he's enjoying himself more than he has in years, and I think you can tell he is because he's obviously loving his electronica thing. He's obviously very passionate about that, and he looks like he's really. And like I said, they've just got this kind of swagger around them, which I don't think Korn get a lot of credit for. They get kind of treated like this kind of slightly embarrassing nu metal band, which pisses me off because I think who's the cunt that doesn't like at least a few Korn albums. You know, at those first 2 albums especially. Like, who doesn't like some of those songs? And now they just seem to have like just more like they just make me want to just like dance, which is weird.
Yeah, they've changed it, haven't they? Because I mean, they used to be this like really cathartic. Like, when I first got into them, they were just like the heaviest, most sort of cathartic, like, you know,
like
soul ripping, you know, like a dangerous thing around. And they've totally changed from being that. And I guess if I were to go and see them and try and compare them, because I mean, now they're not going to be able to compete with a band like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone who is like Trap Them or something. They're not going to be able to compete with Gaza or Trap Them or you know, bands who are legitimately sort of brutal. They just can't really compete with that anymore. So they might as well, good for
They're like
them.
a party band.
Yeah.
And that's how I think of them now. And I think some people do still hold on to that thing where they want them to be this like slightly dangerous like new band, and they're never going to be that again. But what they've done, and they've done it, they know that they're doing it because they've done songs like Yo, I Want a Single and Twisted Transistor and those cover songs. They've slowly but surely turned themselves to this band that can just turn up, throw down, and everyone has a great time. Yeah. And I can't fucking wait. It'll be awesome.
Bit like, weirdly, Nine Inch Nails. Last time I saw Nine Inch Nails, I was like, everyone's singing along.
Yeah, exactly.
Thought, like,
Everyone's
sort of dancing and singing along, but they're this kind of, all their songs about, you know, fucking self-harm and shit.
Again, and Manson as well. Manson did it around the Hollywood album. It's just getting those big tunes out. And I think it'll be awesome. But so that's this weekend. We'll have reviews of whatever shows we make next week. But now it's time for... Do you want to do the jingle? I like sharing the jingle.
Yeah, I know. You like sharing it because last week we tried to do a little bit of business and it just went to shit, didn't it? That was my fault. We didn't...
News up your ass!
He's done it anyway. All right, we got a download announcement.
Go, Steve. This has been out for the better part of a week now. So
but we'll do it anyway. Europe, Hellstorm, Firewind, Turbo Wolf, amazing. Theory of a Dead Man, Stellar Revival, Anti-Nowhere League. Great. I said Turbo Wolf and I went Turbo Negro, but they're both playing.
Turbo Wolf are there anyway.
But they're both there, yeah. Mallory Knox, The Safety Fire, Amur, and Broken.
Thoughts? Like highlights there for you?
Turbo Wolf, I'm definitely going to go and watch them
100%.
At a festival. That's going to be great. Turbo Negro as well. They've
got a new singer, haven't they? So,
yeah. Oh, really? Have they?
Yeah. It's not what's his face? Not Happy Tom. Yeah, he's not there anymore. It's now Tony Sylvester. No, what's his fucking name? I've forgotten his name. I'm an idiot. Oh shit! My mate Louise will kill me. I can't remember. But,
doesn't matter. Okay, well they got a new singer.
He's an established dude. And,
still enough fun.
Enough fun, exactly. Safety Fire as well. Gave them a shout out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Yeah. Like, if you like your genty thing.
I'd like to see Anti-Nowhere League, being a kind of old school punk bastard. And they'll play So What, won't they?
And I have a feeling that depending on what kind of crowd, I mean, apart from the fact it's obviously going to be a massive crowd, depending on what kind of variation of people get to download this year, I've got a feeling that Hailstorm could be one of those bands that explode this year because they've got that kind of... I'm about to compare them to Paramore. That was not only patronising, but probably a bit sexist because they don't sound like Paramore. But they've got that kind of what Paramore are to kind of pop punk at the moment. They look like they could be that to kind of the more polished side of rock and roll, let's say, without sounding like too cynical. Lizzie Hale, their singer's like awesome girl, like great singer, and they've definitely got that thing about them where it looks like I think they could be one of those bands that kind of this time next year they'll be like right up one of the other festival bills or something. You know?
Europe, you want to see Final Countdown, obviously. Amur were the ones that people were getting their kind of knickers in the twist about.
Yeah, Amur, I'm not bothered by them. They don't really interest me that much musically, but some people hate them. I don't really understand why.
Some people hate them, some people seem to really, really love them.
I don't really understand why they've become one of the cool to hate bands, which they clearly have.
Their lyrical content is questionable at times. Let's just go with that.
All right, fair. I will allow that. But yeah, so that's a download announcement. It should be good. And on that note, at the moment, via the download website, and you can check it out by coming to our website, mathammer.co.uk as well, you can currently vote for the best ever download moment as part of this year's Golden God Awards, which are currently open for voting. I won't list all the nominees here. You can go to the website to check them out. But Slipknot set in 09 is there.
Newport Helicopter
is there.
That's my vote.
I think one of the Metallica sets is there, but I don't want to speculate which one. It's either Puppets or the people stepping in for Lars one.
Yeah, Lars.
Yeah, so people stepping in for Lars for that
legendary
set.
Korn Karaoke was another one.
Korn Karaoke,
Trivium opening the stage.
Was Korn Karaoke in there?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
I think it was. If not, but yeah, Trivium playing a blinding set. So there's some absolutely like legendary memories
AC/DC
there. AC/DC just fucking kicking the shit out of Donington. There's an awesome selection, so you can go and vote for those. And don't forget that you can still vote in all the other Golden Gold categories and win tickets to the event. It's going to be awesome on June 11th. There's also a Kiss and Motley Crue US tour.
Which sounds like a party to me.
It sounds like a freaking party to me as well, Steve. All right. Yeah, so that'll be no doubt good fun. I mean, Motley Crue's last tour, a lot of people weren't too happy with it.
Weren't you?
I had a great time. They were really good when I saw them. I have to admit, they did slip. They did let Stanza slip for the London show. There was, they fucked up halfway through SOS and had to kind of just cut the song short. And that was a bit like, oh my God. But they were really solid when I saw them in Nottingham, and I got to go on the drum roller coaster. So that was cool.
Good.